Chapter 4, Section 3, Modern Atomic Theory. So the first person we're going to talk about for modern atomic theory is Niels Bohr. He lived from 1885 to 1962, so one of the more recent scientists, and he agreed with what we talked about Rutherford had said. However, Niels Bohr now focused on the arrangement of the electrons instead of the protons. So his atomic model basically stated that you have your proton-dense nucleus, where you also have the neutrons, and then you have the electrons orbiting around that nucleus in what he called energy levels. And that's basically the possible energy that an electron could have in an atom. So we have ground states and excited states, and we'll get to that in just a minute. So these energy levels are much like the steps of a staircase. You have to complete one before you can move on to the next. Now, electrons can move between levels when you gain energy or lose it. Now, for this class, we're only going to talk about the first three energy levels, E1, E2, and E3. In E1, you can only have 2 electrons. After you have 2 electrons in the first energy level, that energy level is full, it is complete, and you have to move on to the second. The second energy level can have up to 8. So 8 in the second. Now, the third energy level is a little bit different. You can have up to 8, or depending, you can have more than that. But for this class, we're just going to focus on the first 8 that the third energy level can have. So E1 has 2, E2 has 8, E3 can also have up to 8. Now, we also have what's known as the electron cloud model, and it's a visual model of most likely where electrons would be. And these are also in what's called atomic orbitals, the region of space around the nucleus where you can find those electrons. Now, for this class, we are going to draw in atomic models. We've already talked about for your elements booklet how you have that information of the name, the symbol, the number of protons, the number of neutrons, the number of electrons, the atomic mass, the mass number. You have all of those things. Now we're going to be adding in diagrams that represent where these electrons could possibly be. So how they are arranged is known as electron configuration. And again, ground state is when all of them have the lowest possible energies. So they are as close to or as stable as they are going to get. We also have an excited state in which they are very reactive to other atoms. And that's it for today.